It does cap, but is it showing as capped on your space? Because, like, see how mine's capped at 89.91? Well, I don't know what it's actually capped at, but it's capped at, like, 70-something on this floor. Doesn't matter what weapon you're... Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's the weapon specific to Palace of the Dead. I thought you were, like, asking about the weapon otherwise. Alright, so let's get back to 61 through 100. Hopefully, we will not die on the way there. We have not died yet. Let's just not die all the way. Hey, what's going on, Ryan? How you doing? Flight Commander right off the bat. Let's do it. I still haven't gotten any resolution or raisings on this run. Thanks for the follow, Snoob Jack and Shine Wow and Raven Bait. Thank you for the follows. Yeah, it's good music to get in here. This is already going much easier than my last 61 through 70. Because I was actually uncapped on my armor on this floor at that point. Oh, we got strength and steel. Let's do it. Yes, it does, Paradox. It does actually save you. What's going on, Draken? How you doing? We found that out the hard way yesterday. Those Tyrannotars do not have enough health. I'll just be the one to put it out there. They do not have enough health. Okay, good. The exit is open. Let's go. And the landmine is exploded. Thank you for the follow, Rome Van Helsing. Thank you. That might aggro me. Nope. Should be able to sneak around both of these guys, too. Well, I'm not going to be able to sneak around him anymore. He moved right on top of it. Chakra. 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 Don't know why I'm saying chakra out loud. I'll take a sip of my coffee. Let's make it happen, ladies and gents. Oh, a gloom floor. Let's not. There you go, raising. To be honest, I probably don't need it on this floor, but I might as well use it. Never know when something can go awry. Also might as well use a Site Commander since I'm sitting at 3 of them. It's a small floor. It's a small floor after all. Gloom makes it so all enemies have increased damage. What is it? It's increased... Is it increased health? Or is it... No, I think it's increased damage, decreased damage taken, and they all have sprint. The sprint is not T-Mobile, so it's pretty threatening. Dude, I love a bowl of mashed potatoes. I could go for a bowl of mashed potatoes. Oh, I wanted to use the Flight Commander. What's going on, Casual? How you doing? Hey. Affluence. Beautiful. Come here. Things keeps getting pushed aside. If you look under the Mondays with Mr. Happy videos, there's a link to the form. Oh, did I forget to make one of those this week? Oh, I might have forgot to make one this week. Did I? Let me check. I was just trying to get it out, so... Oh, I did. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Here, I'll post it in the chat. Sorry, forgot to make the link this week. Here you go. Here, I'll post it to you in a second, Divna. There you go. That's the link that you want. Let me fix that on YouTube real quick, too. Yeah, I've been all over the place this week. Lots of stuff to make. Where is it? Where is it? People are probably spam asking in the comment section where it is. 117. Okay, and I should post it on Twitter, too. For those who wanted to ask a question for Mondays this week to make the thread, here it is now. There you go. Okay, I posted it in a bunch of different places. Sorry about that, Divna. Thank you, Tequila. Thanks for answering that, man. Yeah, I've got plenty of time in Palace of the Dead. I'm not worried about, like, using up time to fix that issue. Come on, Raptor. Aggro me. Come on, hit me. I want you to do it. See? Told you I wanted you to do it. That one I kind of don't want to hit me, but he can if he wants to. Like, doesn't affect me either way. You know, wait, did I get a Gilmore and Potsherd today? Oh, I've gotten 2. I was gonna say, I could have swore I got a Gilmore and Potsherd from a chest earlier. Don't you mean they can't read you, Tama? Ha ha ha. That's a World of Final Fantasy joke. What's going on, Sebs? How you doing today, man? That's for when you cheered. Remember that one time that you cheered the stream, Sebs? That's what it's for. Remember when you did the free cheers? No, actually, so Vanitas, remember when were you here when I mentioned the fact that I thought it was impossible for me to get the platinum? I found out that while the journal doesn't tell you, there are enemies that drop fire spellstones. So I'm actually I'm 1 trophy away now, and it's just to complete 100 Mirage boards. So after I finish Palace of the Dead today, I might stream that. Me finishing the platinum. Unchanged, baby. I'm doing swell, Sebs. Just trying to get my 1 to 100 solo achievement. Tomorrow we're gonna try to go to 200 with Tigroup. And also they added DLC to it. What, 2 days ago, Vanitas? I think it was 2 days ago. Commander of Steel. Yeah, it drops from gold sacks, which drop on floors 150 plus. Greedo. And it's also sellable. Yeah, is it weird that I'm actually not afraid of all these enemies? Because, like, Bloodbath just kind of makes up for it when I'm hitting, like, multiple targets with Elixir Field and stuff. Hey, what's going on, Toolchens? How you doing? This is floor 64. I've soloed to 100 already before. Yeah, they added 2... It's 2 easy missions. It's just 2 little side missions and a new super boss called Omega God. But Omega God's not even as hard as XG is, so... It's just more stuff. Like, people who are progressing through the game slowly, they'll get more out of that DLC. The free DLC. it's free DLC, by the way, then like I will. I'm gonna roll over those enemies like they're nothing. Sounds like you're gonna be buying it then, Greedo. Yeah, it's just free endgame DLC. So you have something extra to look forward to now, Vanitas, for World of Final Fantasy. It's nice. It's nice that they did that. A DLC for what? For World of Final Fantasy. Floor 64 is taking a little longer than I would have liked. I want to get another Rage Commander, because I want to have a Rage Commander for, like, emergencies. And then a Rage Commander... I'm going to have to fight this thing. And then a Rage Commander for fun. I mean, yeah, Sora is just a free champion medal. That's all he is. It's nothing really that special. You can't even use him during certain boss fights. Well, you can't use him in the Coliseum, and you can't use him on a specific boss fight. So there's two places you wouldn't even be able to use him. Lust Commander. Unchanged. And the Dio... Oh, that... Okay. Okay. No. Stop it, Mikote. What's going on, Little? How you doing? Well, the good news is I'll be at least 90-92. Damage dealt decreased. Nothing I could do about this. Nothing I could... Ooh, well, there is one thing I can do. It's not that big of a floor, but whatever. I'll flight the next floor to make up for this floor. Oh, there's a silver chest in this room, too. Nice. Yeah. You'll still get the achievement, you just can't go to floors 101 and above. That's the only thing dying does is prevent you from going past floor 100. One more room. Yes, seriously. What's going on, Grill? How you doing? I don't think Monk is necessarily easy to play, but it's definitely less real estate button-wise. One of my favorite things about Monk is that there's still a lot of buttons to press, but there's definitely less buttons than the other jobs. And yet it still feels fun and engaging. That's what I love about Monk. Yeah, Sephiroth's not that good either, Vanitas. Because it's a challenge mode. Pikachu. Well, it's not if you die. It's if you have a full party KO. Like, if you're with a 4-group fixed party, you can still go up as long as it's not a full wipe. If you're solo, though, a death is a full wipe because you're the only person in the group. You know what I mean? There's new Accursed Hordes Bromancer, and one of them has a mount. There's also some housing item you can get for getting floor 200 and an earring. By the way, thank you for the follow that just came in from Shanders. Shanders. Did I flight the next floor? Yes, I did. Because if you can't even do 51 to 100 without dying, odds are you're going to have a much harder time doing the rest of them. That's the general idea. Because you're way more likely to die on those last 100 floors. They want to... It's almost like they're vetting you. I haven't even touched the last step of the anima. I unlocked it and I did like 1 expert, and that was just for a video. So, like, no progress at all on it. I love Monk at 60. It's so much fun. Yes, you can. Yes, you can, Crimson. Hello? I would like to open the chest. Thank you. Nah, we won't need it, little. I can probably solo the floor 140 boss with how much Ether Pool arm and armor I have at this point. Well, if we could just get past the first scream, I could probably solo it. I do recommend, though, little, if you have time, like tonight or tomorrow, go in and solo some floors. Or, like, even just do a match party, try to get some more level ups. Because surviving the floor 140 scream without a tank LB is going to be impossible. With the Ether Pool levels that we had going in. Yeah, I noticed. I didn't use the whole thing. I just gave him a tiny bit to see if he would eat it.
Well, that's why I said you have to put it in a separate dish.
Yeah.
Like, I think if you do a mix of like wet food and then
Like the turkey that's on the... Is that dry food or wet food that's on the table? In the, okay. Yeah, the one that's like the turkey recipe thing?
Yeah.
Okay. What should our level be? You should probably try to get to 80, at least, tequila.
So the puree is what?
I think so, yeah. It was again when I cleaned, it was half solid. It was like solid and then trailed off. I would just recommend it just to play it safe, little. Besides, it's honestly, it's really fun to solo Palace of the Dead. You don't have to worry about people like running around like headless chickens. Even Little and Tequila, you guys can duo it if you want. Like if both of you are ever on at the same time, you could just duo it also. What's going on, Joe? How you doing, man? Yes, they do, Grill. That's actually why I like the job so much, because it has less skills, but it has more movement. That's actually one of the big reasons why I like Monk. It proves that Final Fantasy XIV doesn't need to have super complex rotations in order to make a job fun. Which is why I'm not worried about them, quote-unquote, simplifying jobs in the expansion. Yeah, we are, Draken. No, it doesn't, Rally. It's the same difficulty regardless of party members. That's why I like the solo, because it doesn't scale down to one person. Bard's really good right now. So the biggest thing, Lunacen, is since you stopped playing, they added a feature where new features in the game are designated by quests that are a blue exclamation mark with a plus sign. Do every single one of those that you can find, Lunacen. Go to Mordona, go to Idleshire, go to the Hinterlands, just teleport around and look for quests that are blue exclamation mark with plus sign next to them. That's good to know, MVK. That's really good to know. Kovadid, keep the chat in English, please. We have an English-only rule. That way I can understand it, moderators can understand it. Quarry Mill? Well, no, not Quarry Mill, Ranikel. Because when he was playing, Palace of the Dead wasn't around. He needs to go to New Gridania. I have one. I did put one up recently, Grill. If you check out the channel, there should be a Monk video. If you just go to my channel and search Monk rotation or Monk level 60, you should find it. Yes, they do Watcher, but the EXP is actually the same as 51 through whatever it's called. 51 through, what's the word I'm looking for? 51 through 90. It's the same EXP as 51 through 90. I don't sweat it. Don't sweat it, Ranikel. Hey. Well, I mean, it's not a matter of ignoring. Those are the rules. Those are the rules, Doodle. Hey, what's going on, Dougie? No, I don't. It's not really that bad starting as a new player. The worst thing is needing to catch up on the main story quest. Everything else, and if you enjoy the story that it tells, then that's not that bad either. Dude, no, 51, no, honestly, Watcher, it's 51 through 60. If you have, like, plus 50 on your Ether Pool arm, don't spend it and use it to level your jobs in Palace of the Dead 51 to 60. It's so much better. Well, I figured as much, Salty. That's why most people say things in another language. It's just that it's against the rules. I actually know the second thing he said, Doodle. I don't know Dutch, but I know that exact thing. I know a few. I've known a few Dutch people in my life, thankfully. I raid with a Dutchman. I raid with a Dutchman. Fucking Neo. It's probably him who told me that it was, actually. Oh, I already have an affluence ready to go. Jesus Christ. So many bad guys. Hey, listen, I'm just happy I sold a High Allegan replica from floor, like, 80-ish. Sold that for... How long have I had this Intuition Commander, by the way? Is there one on this floor? No, there isn't. You don't need that good of a computer, Zinchin. It does not have very high minimum specs. Yes, that is correct, Dougie. That is correct. You can get away with just playing a Realm Reborn until level 50-ish. I always recommend, if you enjoy the game by the time you get to level 50, to buy the expansion. If you don't enjoy the game before level 50, then you've saved yourself some money. That's usually my advice. But don't wait till you've done all the main story quests. Like, I mean, like, as soon as you hit level 50, like, that's when I recommend to buy the expansion, if you determine that you enjoyed it. Because then you can get the EXP from the main story quests that are at level 50 to get you closer to 60. The only thing you'd really want Heavensward for right away is if you want to make a new character as an Aura. It's the only viable reason. You said you like Monk even though it has a bit less buttons, still find at level 16 being overwhelmed by the buttons on Ninja. Monk might be a good job for you. That was, like I said, that's one of my favorite parts about Monk. Wow. Way to just, like, you know what, I'm gonna not use the Serenity on this floor. Oh, because I'm lazy. Well, also, you don't start in Raptor form, you start in Coeurl form, Vinta. Well, I mean, if you're gonna start anywhere, you should be starting in Coeurl, not Raptor. If you're change forming to start, you should be starting in Coeurl. Well, now I kind of wish I did. I might actually have to use it just to pick up Commanders. No problem, Dougie. Yeah, don't worry, man. I played WoW for 3 years. I played Final Fantasy XI for 7 years. So I know the feel. What's going on, Lucario? How you doing? God, I just tried to open that. Why did I do it twice? Yeah, I know. I'm just lazy. You constantly run between enemies so much here that I'm looking at my chat, dude. Like, I don't really care. I can't be asked to care as often as Palace of the Dead solo asks me to care. Not when I'm streaming. If I'm not streaming, I could pay more attention to it, but still. It's like that's all it is. I just don't want to fucking do it. Listen, it's enough that I'm doing this. For the longest time I wouldn't even do chakras when running between mobs. Sometimes I remember to do it. But sometimes I'm just like, fuck it, dude. I don't want to do this for fucking 100 floors. Well, not 100, like 60 floors. Whoa, hello. Yeah, I don't know. Palace of the Dead has its own set of rules. I don't really like to judge anything else in the game based on what happens in Palace of the Dead. How do you feel the community stack up 14 versus 11? Well, the community in 11, think of 11 like a giant clique. That's the best way I could think to describe Final Fantasy XI's community. Think of it like, yeah, the people who were in that community loved it. But if you weren't already integrated into that community, good luck joining that community. Because it was a giant clique. You were either in with the cool crowd or in with a crowd, or you weren't in at all. Because the amount of effort it took for a new player to get involved in endgame in Final Fantasy XI was a lot. Like, if you think Final Fantasy XIV is a lot, Final Fantasy XI's effort to get into endgame trumps it tenfold. Unless you're willing to play, like, Bard. Bard is, like, the only job that you'll have an easy time getting into endgame with, because everybody loves Bards, and nobody wanted to fucking play them. Even Red Mage would be a little easier, but still, then everybody wants Red Mages that actually have gear. Because Red Mage with gear is, like, you know, that's just how it is. What's going on, Razzie How you doing? I'm actually I'm actually approaching best in slot now, Vanitas. So yeah, I'd say if you were in the in crowd of Final Fantasy XI, sure. The community was fantastic. That's the only reason I played, was because of the community. But it was very cliquey. And even then, there were different cliques. So you not only had to get into the clique that was the endgame community, but then you needed to find a clique within the clique. So it was like, it was a pain in the ass. I knew a lot of people that just struggled to find a group. Like, there were social link shells, but then as soon as you want to do something endgame, then you got to join a bunch of other link shells, because that's how the game worked, is we had different link shells, which were the guild equivalents for everything. There were no, like, real guilds. They're pretty close to each other. It depends on the fight, Mario. Like, Machinist does really well on A12 Savage because there's a lot more movement and we aren't punished as heavily for movement. Kind of like how Summoner does really well on A12 Savage. I wouldn't say it was high schoolish because here's the thing. It was sort of like the whole clique thing. It's more like, because the community who played 11 was generally older, it was more like walking into a biker bar. I'd say that Final Fantasy XI wasn't so much a clique as much as it was like walking into a biker bar. And you walk into the biker bar and you just don't, like, you feel like you're completely out of place, like nobody wants you there. But if you do happen to get in with somebody there, then all of a sudden everyone's like, yeah, you know? More like a biker bar. Holy shit, that lightning bolt hit hard. I didn't think it was going to hit me. Yeah, it's just exclusive. Yep, because it would give you full aggro. That is correct, Tanith. That is 100% correct. Because it would just give you full aggro. Full egg roll. I'm recording for YouTube, Omni. I need this footage for my Palace of the Dead guide. And also I need the footage for my actual, like, solo. You did a thing? Oh no. I'll check it after I'm done with floor 70. Smoggin. All the Palace of the Deads. All the dank palaces. That's right, I used a Site Commander on this floor. I'm like running around trying to dodge traps that are completely visible. So I don't even need to be dodging them. It's not impossible, but it's a heavy task to undertake, that's for certain. I've got an Intuition Commander going into the next floor. I've done a few power leveling videos recently. But you need 2 people to do my power leveling videos. What's going on, Vivi? How you doing? I did levels, what? I think I did levels 1 to 32 or 1 to 34 in 3.5 hours, and I could have done it even faster. Well, it's not pointless until you hit 60, but it's definitely not... It's not as stressed. Like, if you're a tank, you better be caring about your armor the whole way. Bless you. Oh, it sounded like a sneeze from here. Honestly, it's better to do 1 through, it's better to do 51 to 60 if you have the Ether Pool Arm and Armor to do it. Oh yeah, we know all about floor 200, VV. We know all about floor 200. Yeah, Ninja's a tough solo, but with enough Ether Pool Arm and Armor, you can mitigate it. Yeah, I mean, it's all Heavensward music, Lulu, but I'm glad they have things like the Posing Ranger theme. This boss was really easy last time. I've been doing videos since before 2.0. What a waste of my perfect balance. What a waste. Well, that's fine. I got 3 stacks. I guess that's all that really matters. It's not really all that matters, but this is also going to hit me. There's nothing I can do to dodge that. I mean, it doesn't hit very hard. It's kind of annoying. He doesn't have much health, so... Easy fight, easy life. That, on the other hand, I can dodge. Oh yeah, I should turn him around so I can run towards... I do what's called the triangle strat, where when I'm solo, I only drop 3 of them. I'm also going to lust again. Now I can dodge. Alright. Let's finish this. Hey, and there's a Fire Crest. Don't undermine the Fire Crest. The Fire Crest tried really hard to be there. Way better, Mario. Just the execution of the patches was less than sound because of the whole 3.1 debacle. Boop. Alright, next set of floors. That's 61 to 70. Next up, we got 71 to 80. So far, no deaths on this run. We also need no disconnects. Please, nothing. Please, please, no disconnects. Begging you.